Etymology and historical origin of the baby name amber. The name amber ultimately comes from the Arabic word amber, denoting the yellowish-brown, fossilized tree resin mainly found on pines in the Baltic Sea area. This tree sap is basically turned into the gemstone amber after a process of sustained heat and pressure. Often referred to as the happy stone, amber is said to bring a light-hearted freedom, good luck, and happiness. As such, this is the stone that most helps with depression and dissolving oppositions. As a given name for females, amber has been in use since the 19th century when jewel names came into vogue: ruby, pearl, jade. The name again enjoyed a surge in popularity following the 1944 publication of Forever Amber by Kathleen Winsor, and again in the 1980s and 90s. Personality of the girl name Amber. The 3 energy is powerful and enthusiastic. These personalities are cheerful, full of self-expression, and often quite emotional. They have an artistic flair and gift of gab that makes them natural entertainers. Their joyfulness bubbles over, and their infectious exuberance draws a crowd. The 3 personality is like a child, forever young and full of delight. They are charming, witty, and generally happy people. The 3 personality lives in the now and has a spontaneous nature. 3 seem to live with a bright and seemingly unbreakable aura that attracts others to them. In turn, they are deeply loyal and loving to their friends and family. Luck also has a tendency to favor number 3s. Popularity of the girl name Amber. The name Amber was in use in the late 1800s and early 1900s, although at very low levels of popularity. In fact, the name completely disappeared from the US naming charts in 1915 when it took a 30-year hiatus from usage. Amber would return triumphantly in 1945, the year after the scandalous novel Forever Amber was published. The book tells of Amber St. Clare, an orphan from 17th century England, who makes her way up through the ranks of society by sleeping with and/or marrying successively richer and more important men, all the while keeping her love for the one man she could never have. 14 U.S. states banned the book for its pornographic contents of sexual intercourse. Hey, this was the 40s. Of course, all of this uproar only served to popularize the novel and its industrious heroine. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do, right? So the name Amber got a little push onto the charts in the mid-1940s, only to languish until the 1960s when she really starts to show serious growth. 1974 marks the year that Amber finally achieved a top 100 spot, a position she would hold for the next 30 years. Not only that, but Amber reached her peak popularity in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The name got as high as the 13th most popular girl's name in the United States, 1986. A remarkable achievement for a once rarely used name. Amber did fall off the top 100 list in 2005 and then the top 200 list in 2010. Not as popular as the other gemstone names, ruby and jade, Amber is still a gem of a name. A happy stone for a happy little girl. Quick facts on Amber. Gender, girl. Origin, Arabic. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 288. Pronunciation, amber. Simple meaning, fossilized tree resin, the happy stone. Characteristics of amber. Optimistic, communicative, dramatic, popular, social, creative, happy. Cultural references to the baby name Amber. Literary characters of the baby name Amber. Amber St. Clare is the heroine of Kathleen Winsor's 1944 novel, Forever Amber, which was also made into a movie starring Linda Darnell in 1947. The book, which was a bestseller, caused a huge commotion for its sexual explicitness and was banned in several states. Set in Restoration England, it tells the story of Amber St. Clare, the illegitimate issue of nobility, who is raised by adoptive parents in the countryside. She is an adventurous, glamorous lass, beautiful and intelligent, and determined to make her way against all odds, and odds there are aplenty. She survives an early pregnancy, desertion, a prison term, the bubonic plague and the Great Fire of London, and becomes along the way an actress and courtesan, a duchess, and one of the mistresses of Charles II. Steadfast in the face of the plague, she stands by her one true love, Carlton, and nurses him through sickness, only to be spurned by him due to her inferior social status. Amber ultimately embarks upon a journey that we know will bring more deception and heartbreak, but we cannot help but cheer her on, always hoping that she'll rise above it all just one more time. Popular songs on Amber. A song by Tori Amos, a song by the Boo Radleys, a song by the Cooper Temple Claws, a song by Lacrimus Profundera, Amber Jean, Amber Cascades, Sweet Amber, Amber, Stuck on Amber, a song by Neil Young, Amber Waves, Amber Girl, a song by America, a song by Metallica. Famous people named Amber. Amber Heard, actress, Amber Tamblyn, actress, Amber Corwin, figure skater, Amber Lee Ettinger, internet star/Obama girl, Amber Hagerman, after whom the Amber Alert was named, Amber Benson, actress, Amber Valletta, supermodel, Amber Fry, mistress of convicted murderer Scott Peterson.